Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you, wherever you are around the globe. It is Saturday afternoon here. As we look forward to that big game, Liverpool-Manchester City tonight, wherever you are, I am very excited about the day because very soon it will be Monday and it will be Chelsea-Leicester. Are we ready for that game? I can tell you for a fact that we have many of our players right now on injury. Yes, it's actually not looking good for Chelsea. It's not looking good for Chelsea at all. First of all, Enzo Fernandez will not be playing that game because of, multiples of yellow card, accumulated card. Enzo will not be in that game because of accumulated cards. Casadei will equally not be playing, even though as Enzo is not available, we would have expected that Casadei will have the opportunity now to play. But Casadei will also not be playing on Monday because he is cap-tied. He's cap-tied. And therefore, he also will be part of the game on Monday. We have Ben Chilwell on injury. We were told that he'll be having medical assessment as at yesterday. We wait to see or to get a final report from the coach. On Thursday, we got the information as well on Thursday that Conor Gallagher has a virus. We cannot tell which virus. I don't know whether it's COVID virus or HIV virus or whatever virus, but we were told Conor Gallagher has a virus and he's being treated for virus infection. That being said, we have other usual suspects that are still on injury list. Usual suspect, Romeo Lavia still on injury list. Yeah. Christopher Nkunku still on injury list. Fofana, Chukwuemeka, Leslie Ogochukwu, these are all still on injury list. Dear friend, even though some of them are on rehabilitation, Rezane's all on rehabilitation. But as it stands, our squad is depleted going into Monday's game. I just want to hope this will not be excuses. These issues will not be another excuse for our coach on Monday. Yeah, we saw Liverpool and Klopp making use of 18 years to finish up the game against Chelsea in the EFL Cup final. We equally have good academy players. And I believe those good academy players, they are able to do the job for us against Leicester on Monday. No excuse. I don't want to hear any excuse on Monday night. Well. Dear friend, look at this picture on your screen right now. That is the very coach that was sacked by Ivory Coast before they moved on to win the tournament they hosted and win. Jean-Louis Gasset has won 4 games out of 4 since taking over at Marseille as Marseille manager in France. Scoring 16 goals, conceding just 3, and yet to score less than 3 goals in a game. He's yet to score less than 3 goals in a game. His team, since taking over Marseille in France, they are yet to score less than 3 goals in a game. They played 4 games and they won all the 4 with 16 goals. This is a coach that was sacked by Ivory Coast during the AFCON. And Marseille were winless in 7 games before he took over. FC Marseille, they were winless in 7 games before he took over. This is a manager who was embarrassed at the AFCON, sacked during the tournament. What do you think? Well, this is just a food for thought for you out there, my friend. Yeah. All right, exclusive. Fabrizio Romano reports that Liverpool owners want to give one last try to bring Michael Edwards back to the club. FSG wants Edwards to take over football and put new structure in place, including new sporting director. Edwards has currently shown no sign of saying yes, but Liverpool FC will try again. Liverpool FC will try again. Dear friend, it is Friday night, this Saturday, and whilst we are waiting for that big game, I am interested in that game because that game could decide who wins the league this season, Liverpool, Chelsea. But quickly, Jose Mourhino in response to a fan asking for a return to Chelsea. Jose Mourhino in a response to a fan asking him to return to Chelsea. And you could just listen to the answer he gave to the fan. He said, "Thank you, my friend, but Chelsea is not Chelsea we once knew." Thank you, my friend, but Chelsea is not Chelsea we once knew. This is Jose Mourhino speaking in response to a fan asking him, "Come back to Chelsea, help the club out." He said, "Thank you, my friend, but Chelsea is not Chelsea we once knew." The Chelsea you have right now, the Chelsea that you are supporting right now, is it the same Chelsea that you once knew? I would say no. Capital no. Indeed, the Chelsea I once knew is a Chelsea that wins cups, trophies. It's a Chelsea that hates to be on mid-table. Week in, week out, mid-table. But this is not a Chelsea that we once knew indeed, Jose. That is just the truth. That is just the truth. All right, Chelsea are in lead for Sporting CP's 20-year-old central defender, Ousmane Diomande, and are ready to pay 60 million euro to beat competition from Arsenal, Newcastle, and Juventus. This Diomande case has over-prolonged. From last summer, we started working on Diomande for our defense. He is a strong, physical, central defender. He is very good. He's tall. He has a height for central defense. We've been working on him from last summer. Even into January, we were expecting that this deal could be sealed by January, but that did not happen. Now, we are still working on that. And like I told you guys yesterday, we have three main areas that we are looking to strengthen, but the major one is always the striking position. Then we have the defense, which is a central defender, someone who will replace Thiago Silva. We need a replacement for Thiago Silva, and this is the player that we are looking at. Sporting CP, defender Ousmane Diomande, and the amount is 60 million euro. Are we ready? I would think and say yes. If we are able to make sales early part of the summer transfer window, we can get Diomande back to Chelsea. We need him actually. He is an ideal player Chelsea need right now in that defense. All right. Okay. Eddie Howe of Newcastle, according to Fabrizio Romano, replied to a comment by saying, "I can confirm that Lewis Hall's permanent move is close to being triggered." Who is Lewis Hall? Lewis Hall is Chelsea player, Chelsea academy player. We want to get rid of, just like Matson. Chelsea academy player is Lewis Hall, and currently we are close to triggering his permanent move. Yeah, and so the coach of Newcastle has just confirmed that Chelsea are close to trigger the final or permanent move of Lewis Hall to Newcastle. And that is why I promised in my previous episode that this deal alone will fetch Chelsea £30 million. He will stay here for many years to come, according to Eddie Howe of Newcastle. That's the manager of Newcastle. He said Lewis Howe will stay here for many years to come. Chelsea will receive fee close to £30 million for Hall in the summer. So that one is already in the bag. Then when you add Matson, another 35 million, that's 65 million, right? We are close to getting our PSR deal complete. Then we can sign more players. Dear friend, that is a great news to hear. It is a great news to hear. Lewis Hall, £30 million, Newcastle is close to being triggered. Great news for Chelsea fans out there. To be honest with you, Lewis Hall will fit in perfectly right now in Chelsea. But because we need to close the gap on the PSR rules, it's better they let him go. That is agreement. It's better they let him go. All right. Fabrizio Romano reports again that Chelsea need to sell some players before June 30th for FFP rules. Lewis Hall to Newcastle for 30 million is imminent. Chelsea will be busy with incoming also. What a great news to hear, dear friend. I will have to be leaving you because I'm already, I've already passed my time. But quickly, before I go, Chelsea mysteriously terminate partnership with Oman Air as the club fights profit and sustainability rules. Yes, I will explain this in my next episode. I will explain this in my next episode to you. What actually happened? If I have the time in the next episode, I'll make sure I'll definitely explain that to you. Or quickly, let me just say very clearly, Chelsea have terminated a sponsorship deal with Oman Air. Sources have suggested the problem over the deal arose on Oman Air's side, which forced Chelsea to agree to termination. Let me just leave it like that. Right? Okay. Dear friend, let me let you go. I shall be back in the next episode with exclusives. Watch out for that. Make sure you have a date with that. I'll see you in the next one when you see me, dear friend. It is a great weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy the games coming up. I'll see you when you see me. Shalom.